All right, so here I have the time machine from Back to the Future. This is the Delorean from Back to the Future. This is set number 76256. This is a Speed Champions set. Speed Champions over the years have made different kinds of cars from various movies. Fast and the Furious being among them. Also James Bond. So hopefully they make some more vehicles from movies and cinema, TV shows. Kit from Knight Rider would be awesome. The van from the A-Team would be awesome. What else? Back to the Future, not Back to the Future. Ghostbusters would be pretty great. But yeah, hopefully they start to do these kinds of things more often. Here is the top of the box. Here's the back of the box. It's got this nice scene here where it's flying through a neighborhood. This looks like the end of the Back to the Future 1 and the beginning of Back to the Future 2, where they fly off into the future. Here is a conversion of where you can see how the wheels are converted into the flying variation of this vehicle. I'm not sure how I'm going to display this yet. I do like both, but at the same time, looks like the feature here is not like. Looks like the feature here is not as easy to get to. You have to take apart things to put it in this mode here, which is fine. But the old version, you could just flip the tires. These ones, it's a little different, and I assume it's different for various reasons. The old tires were thinner tires, not like this. These look like actual Speed Champion size tires, whereas the old ones, they weren't that. They were skinny, like just tires that would change, that you could flip. And so I could show you that, do a comparison in another video. Today we're just going to look at this one, but we're going to crack this thing open and we're going to see what we have inside. This also, this has 357 pieces. I did purchase this for full price at lego.com because I pre-ordered this. It came actually kind of late. Sometimes I wonder if pre-ordering is even worth it because I get it a little after the fact. I think maybe it might be easier just to try to run to the store and get it myself in person. And these are pretty available everywhere now. And so I might buy a couple of these. I might buy like maybe 2 more of these just to store for future resale. Because this one is, it's an 80s IP of a popular 80s movie, and so it's the fact that this was made in 2025 means that there's still a fan base for this movie, and so further down the line, this will probably still be something that could be sold for a good price. And so let's crack this thing open, see what we got inside. I'm assuming we got 4 bags, at least 4 bags, maybe 5. Looks like it's a cord for some of the designs here. Looks like there's a big staff here for the end of the Back to the Future 1, where he is hitting that wire to get the electric volts that's needed, the gigawatts needed to run the time machine. Here we have Marty and Doc Brown. Marty's got his bubble jacket. We'll see how well that fits inside the vehicle. And Doc Brown. Doc Brown's got his jumpsuit that he's wearing, this white jumpsuit that he's wearing in the beginning of Back to the Future 1. And this is how Marty looks when he is sent back to the future. Or back to the past. Not back to the future. He's trying to get back to the future from the past. And so, really quick, we'll take a look inside the book here. Looks like, oh, look, the F1 also. The F1 from the F1 movie. The APX F1 vehicle is in here. That's also a movie vehicle now. That comes with 2 figures as well. I might get 2 of these just because both of the characters do drive their own vehicle that are identical. Let's see here. And then you have the Cars vehicle. I might get that one later on. I'm going to get all these actually. And so that'll be 200, or not 200, 100, like $40 now. Man, it's getting pricier and pricier, guys. But let's see what the back has. Oh, the sticker sheet was inside the book. There it is. Sticker sheet. Not a big sticker sheet. But yeah, let's count the bags out. 5 bags. 5 bags. Here's the chassis. Here is the base plate for everything. 5 bags. Let's get building. So here's the set all complete. It looks really good. I'll do a 360 of this really quick. Well, not really quick, I'll go a little slow so you guys can take a look at all the angles of this vehicle. The DeLorean looks really, really nice. I'm gonna do a side-by-side comparison of the previous DeLorean from 2013 and this one. This one, being a Speed Champion set, is highly detailed. It is got like some very interesting building techniques, but for the pieces, for everything that's available nowadays, they're able to make it look really good. I still have a problem with the canopy piece right here being it's not as I feel like it's boxier. I feel like it's wider up here in the movie, but I mean, I could be wrong. And the previous model did have the side opening doors, as well as the what's it called model, the large scale model has the side opening doors as well. But this is the form in which the first movie was made. I'm gonna move Marty and Doc. We'll take a look at these guys later on. But this is how it looks. Looks really good. We'll take a look at the interior right here, right now. As you can see, it's got some seats that you can push forward a little bit, so you can take a look at the scientific construction of the DeLorean here for the time travel pieces of this machine. This has got the flux capacitor here, just some panels and colors here to kind of show you that it's been altered here. There is right there you have the controls for the time machine. Here's some controls for the flux capacitor, the steering wheel, stick. And yeah, that's how the interior looks there. Looks pretty good. Let's put the two characters inside. See how they fit inside. I was kind of worried because of the vest on Marty being a little bigger, that it would get in the way of him sitting in this vehicle a little bit. But I don't think that's the case almost at all. You just put him right in here. Raise Doc Brown's arms a little bit more. Put him in there. I don't even think you have to seat him, stud him in all the way. I think you can just put him in there. And it fits pretty flush. Fits really flush. I'm a little disappointed. You can see right there, the paint is a little faded on that corner piece there. And I feel like I saw a little bit of a chip on one of my, I think it's a little faded right here somewhere. So there's 2 coats of paint here and right here, look at. And so that's kind of disappointing. But there it is. This is the first movie's form. Now let's take a look at how you would convert it to the what's it called? Convert it to the, oh, I'm sorry. Actually, you know what? I left the barcode piece for the futuristic form there, and here's the out of time license plate from the original right here. And that's what that looks good. But 4 pieces here for the tires, and we'll do a real-time conversion of this vehicle to the flight mode, so that you guys can kind of see that. This is Mr. Fusion. That actually, you just take off this piece here for the thing that's supposed to hit the line for the lightning to deliver the 1.1 gigawatts into the time machine. You stick Mr. Fusion on there, and then you take off the wheels like so. Here, 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 here. Now, you also take off the Technic spinners here. Technic axles here, right? And then you put on these gray pieces right in here. Now, it only sticks on these 2 studs here, right there. That stud and that stud, because of this one doesn't have any studs that it would be plugged into, and so, but it fits in right there. And it's not as stable as I would have preferred, but if you're putting it in flight mode, you're gonna probably keep it up on something, and it might be easier to actually put the tires in before you put in try to put that in, so that you can have some leverage on to stick it in. See, because when you try to put the tire in it again, it might knock it out of its studs. So there you go. At the same time, you have some fragile pieces right there that you're trying to like make sure it doesn't get messed up, and so here. So put the tire in first, that's probably the best way, and then plug it in there like that. All right, now that piece goes back like that. We have some flight pieces here. Let's put this thing in flight mode. We have changed this into flight mode. Okay, I'm gonna stick this on studs here like that. All right, there's the DeLorean flying around. So the transition to the flight mode is not too elaborate, but it can be a little bit tedious. I would prefer it actually on the ground. I'll put the other one in flight mode, the previous model in flight mode, but this one, I think I'm going to leave it. I think it's more stable, and it probably looks better on the ground. At the same time, I don't like that long hook, and so I'm going to leave Mr. Fusion in here, and I'm actually going to leave it, I might change the license plate back up. You can customize it the way you'd like, but I'm going to leave the out of time license plate because I prefer that one because it looks a little bit better. But yeah, that is how the DeLorean looks in flight mode. Let's take a look at those minifigures. Here's Marty. He looks really good. I'm going to take off his vest in a second here, but I'm going to give you a 360 of how he looks. He's got two facial expressions. I'm going to show you the other one here. Turn his head around. Where he is, you know, he's doing a lot of very aggressive things in here. He's fighting Biff. He is trying to get the car up to 90. So he's got an aggressive face here as well. Looks really good. Now, take his head off. This vest is from the Dreams line. But his jacket looks awesome, man. Like, in the movie, his sleeves are a little interesting. They're kind of, they got two shades of blue on there. It's kind of got that gray blue and then the bright blue there. But he looks really good. He looks really good with the red shirt inside there. I did dress up as Marty one year, so as in for Halloween. But overall, yeah, great prints. I really wished they had dual molded feet with white there as well. But you know, this is fine. The dual molded would have been great for his Nikes. But this works as well. That's Marty McFly. Let's take a look at Doc. All right, here's Doc. Doc looks good. I like these detailings on his back here, man. He's got his tools. Would have been nice if they had a belt for him, like an orange belt, but that's not a big deal. Because actually his belt is not orange in there, but he's got his own like black belt there. His black regular belt with his tools right here. He's got the nuclear logo on his back there, which looks cool. And he's got everything right here. He's got a stopwatch on his chest here for when he is timing how long the time machine was gone when he sends Einstein back into the into the future and whatnot. So that looks great. His face, he does have an alternate face right here where he's hit his head and he's concerned. But that is Doc Brown. That is the video. Thanks for watching. Hopefully give you some insight on if you want to buy this set. I do really like this set because I love the movie. I do wish the feature to change the tires was more was easier. It's just more fluid, where you didn't have to change parts out, but it does look good both ways. But yeah, that's the video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys again on the next one. Bye.